But yeah, today I'm very excited to show you this phone by VIVIFI. It's called the VIVIFI Sparke, and as you can see, it's a magnificent looking phone. Now, it comes in two versions. It comes in the rose gold and the silver here. They're both exactly the same apart from the back cover colour. So they both look extremely nice, as you can see. Now let's go through the features very quickly. Outside we've got a 5-inch screen, we've got front facing camera. On the back we've got back camera and flash, and importantly we've got this fingerprint reader, which we'll talk about later. We've got a little speaker here, we've got the sound rocker and the power button here, and then we've got the SIM tray port here. So that's about it for the outside. Now you can see it's extremely thin. Phones these days are getting really big and cumbersome. This phone, it's still got a lovely 5-inch screen, which I think is really big, but it's not too big in the hand. Some phones are just getting too big. It's nice and refreshing to see a phone like this, of this size. Let me show you how you get the SIM out. So on the side here we've got a little pinhole. So what you'll need is the SIM card tray tool, which it comes with, or you can just use a pin and you just push it in there and the tray comes out. Now once you've got the tray out, you'll see this is side B and this is side A. Now side B can take either a nano SIM card, which goes in this way like that, or a micro SD memory card, which goes like that. So on side B I've a nano SIM card or a micro SD card, and side A goes a micro SIM card, just there like that. So to recap, you can either have a micro SIM card and a nano SIM card, or a micro SIM card and a memory card. Okay, so once you've done that, it goes in this way. Let me show you. I'll just put it in with these actually two SIM cards here. So a micro SIM card and a nano SIM card. Once you've got that, that goes in the side B facing up, and it just goes in like that. Okay, let me show you what it comes with. Now it comes with this SIM card tray pin, so you can get the SIM card out. It comes with a charger, data transfer cable, and it comes with a pair of headphones. Also comes with a quick start manual. It's not very comprehensive, but it gets you started. If there's anything you need, just give us a phone call or email and we'll try our best. And it comes with this Euro charger. Now it comes with Euro charger because most people have a 3-pin charger. You can use as your USB on your computer or any USB plug that you've got. If you haven't got one, you can buy one off us at extra cost, a 3-pin plug, so you've got USB port cable will go in there, so you can buy that at extra. Another optional extra that I would recommend is a hard case, and that basically goes around the back and just protects your phone through the odd knock and scratches and things. So I would recommend getting something like this. So now that we've got it started, let me do you a quick demonstration. Now I've got my fingerprint already recognised, so literally I can just touch that back here and it should unlock. So let's try that now. There we are, just like that. So if I lock it, unlocks just like that. See? It works really well. Obviously if your fingerprint is not recognised, you try and unlock it, you can just enter a code. I've just got 1 2 3 4 there, and you can unlock it there. Right, let me show you the front screen now. Now the front screen, you've got all your icons here which lead to your apps and various things. Down here we've got our phone, messaging, internet, Chrome and camera. Now on the bottom we've got some touch buttons. There's no physical buttons here, but they're actually on the screen. So we've got back, home and menu and down. That gets rid of the bar so you have more screen. Now that may disappear in some things and some apps. If you want to get it back, you just lift it like that and you'll get it back. So if you want to get rid of it like that and lift it back up, those buttons come back. Very important buttons. So like I said, if you want to get them again, just swipe up. Now to get your quick settings, which is really useful, you can change the brightness and things like that, and you can turn off Wi-Fi, auto rotate, sound options, Bluetooth, GPS. If we scroll across there, we've got some more settings here as well. So quick settings are really useful. To get to the full settings, I can just press that and I've got the full settings on there as well. So that's it really, that's pretty much it. If I wanted to add widgets and things, I'd go to plugin and I would go to selecting a widget and then I can add it to my screen. So for example, let's add a Google widget. So let's find the Google widget. I go here, I select which screen I want to put it on, and that's it, I've got my Google widget on there. So that's nice and easy. To get rid of it, I can just exit like that, or I can just put it up here actually. I wanted to exit, there we are, sorry. Okay, so that's how you get rid of it. So to uninstall things, I can just press the X and that will uninstall it as well. I've got Play Store on here, so if I wanted to download new apps, movies, games, books, everything, I can go on here. Now Play Store doesn't come pre-installed in some phones. This phone it does, so it's really handy. If I just want to download an app, I can just go there, quickly install it. Now you can see this phone is really smooth. It responds to the touch excellently. It's very sensitive and it's very nice. That lovely screen, it really is great to use. Let's go through these down here. We've got our phone option here, so if I wanted to call out, because I've got two SIMs on here, if you have one you'll only get one button. I'll literally call out from the dial pad and just go SIM 1 or SIM 2, call out from those SIMs. Of course I can go to my contact list and call out from my contact list there. Messaging, I've got my messaging here. I can start a new message here. I can choose the number who I want to send it to, or I can choose a number here. I can type my message. Again, I've got SIM 1 and SIM 2. I can send out from either of those SIMs. Got a nice keyboard here. If I turn it to the side, you get a bigger keyboard. So that's very straightforward. Internet's all there as well, so I can just go there and let's go to Google. And it's all very easy to use. So if I go, let's go to BBC website, let's show you BBC News, let's go there. Okay, so seem to be on the bookmark for some reason. Right, okay, so BBC News here, and you can see it runs really smoothly and quickly. I can zoom in and zoom out. Okay, what I've just done there is my recent apps. So if I had loads of apps open at the same time, I can press and hold this and that would get the recent apps up, and I can choose to close them all and free up the RAM. So that's really handy and useful. So let me show you this screen again. So you can see the screen is beautiful. It's very vibrant, crisp, and the resolution is really nice. If I zoom in and zoom out there, you can see how responsive the phone is, how beautiful that screen is. It's showing up the colours beautifully. The pixel density is really nice. If I show you from different angles, you're not losing the colours and it's not washing out. It really is it is a beautiful screen to work with. Now, one of the great features of this version of Android is running Android 5.1, but it's running a sort of skin called FreeMIOS. Now, FreeMIOS have something like over 1,000 modifications and improvements to the Android. So they've added things like security on here, so there's a great security app on here. And you know how apps, you download an app, it has millions of permissions which you may not want. Say for example you've got a Talk Chat and it needs access to your messages, and you can't understand why a Talk Chat would need permission to your messages. Well, this is a great permission control here, so I can see what apps have access to different functions on my phone, and then I could say, well, I don't want that app to have access to my camera. So Relic Run here, I've got it says it requires access to the camera. I can say, well, allow, ask or refuse. So anytime it asks, it will refuse it and it won't get access to the camera, which is really good. Not only does it save resources, but it gives you more control over your privacy. I've got things like call blocking. I've got things like turn off apps when you're not using it. It will automatically close them down, saving your RAM and saving ultimately battery power. I've got inbuilt antivirus as well, so it will scan all my apps and tell me if they're safe. I've also obviously got a cleaner, so you can clean up the phone and make it optimal. So it's got on here, look, there's some stuff on here that I've got I may not need. I can clear that up. It will make that nice and clean, and hopefully my phone should run smoother. So FreeMios does have some great features on there. Now the fingerprint is superb. I showed you earlier how to unlock the phone. It really is a great feature to have. No longer do I have to remember a password or complicated pattern. I can just literally do that on my finger and it unlocks. It really is so convenient. Now you can recognize up to 5 fingers. I've done 2 fingers, this hand and this hand, and I'll go through the enrollment with you to show you how easy it is to set up. So all I do is add finger, and let's do this finger here. I just do here, it says keep finger on home button. When it says home button, it means a back button, by the way. So I just do that, hold it again, go through the tutorial. And it says alter area, so do a slight different position of your finger and you should be able to get more impressions of that finger. So where it says iPhone unlock, that actually means fingerprint unlock. So I can just do that. Now if I lock it, let's do that new finger that I just enrolled. Now if it doesn't work very well, you can always delete that finger and do it again, but you can see it's working quite well. Now fingerprint app, what that means, basically I can control things, certain things with the fingerprint reader. Now let's look at that home scroll. So on here, if I turn the home scroll on, now if I tap with my finger on the back fingerprint reader, I can scroll through the home screens. There's other functions you can do as well, which I'll leave you to find out, which is really useful as well. So that's a nice useful feature as well. Now you'll notice on here there's something called Droid account. Now this is something to do with FreeMios. It's been disabled because in the UK we'll use Google account, so you don't need that. And some other things have also been disabled on this. This screen recorder doesn't do anything because most of us won't need to record the screen. So again, that's been turned off. Right, now let's talk about the camera. So let's open the camera up. Now this camera has got some superb selfie functions as my camera on here. Now what we've got here is beauty mode. Now I'll show you a picture my sister-in-law took, and what it does, it smooths out the skin and edges, and you can see she took a selfie with a front-facing camera there and it smoothed out her skin, made her look better. She already looks nice, but made her look better. She really likes this phone. This is a phone that she uses herself, so endorsed by my sister-in-law there. So the selfie mode on this is really great as well. So it's a nice selfie camera. There's some things you can do on here. You can smooth tone, slim, enlarge, pouch. There's lots of things you can do on here. So that selfie feature is really good for taking selfies. So that's a nice feature. Now I'm going to show you the camera, the normal camera. We're going to take a picture of my little Charlie Brown here, and we'll show you how decent that back camera is. It's an 8 megapixel sensor, and it's quite a decent sensor. Alright, so let's show you that picture I've just taken there. As you can see, it's really nice. If I zoom in, it's captured lots of detail. Now, as you would expect with this, I can edit it and add filters and things, so I can do the contrast and things. Let's change the color a little bit. Auto, let's add a vignette. That's nice. Let's go back, change the exposure here. Good. And let's add a filter. Everybody likes to add filters, so let's add a nice vintagey type filter. Punch vintage, there we are. Let's add that vintage filter. Save and exit. So if you're a social media person and you like posting selfies and pictures, look at that picture of my Charlie Brown there. It looks really nice, looks really arty as well, so that's great. Now the camera, obviously, as it's a smartphone, it comes with lots of features that you'd expect a smartphone camera to have. So let's go back here. We go here, we can see all the features: HDR, panorama, beauty, pose, children pictures. We can even add a watermark. So it's a really comprehensive camera. Now my sister-in-law, like I said, has this phone, and the knockout feature that she liked about it was the camera, the fact that she could have so much control over her pictures. So that's a wonderful feature to have. So finally, what I want to do is show you some games. Now it's got a quad-core processor, so it can really handle games out there, and it's got a dedicated graphics processing unit as well. So coupled with the processor and the dedicated games processor, it really can handle games. So as you can see, I'm demonstrating a few games on here, and you can see it's handling it very well. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Now, as you can see, this phone is an excellent phone. It's really exquisite looking. The metal back case on the back is just simply stunning. It's super thin and super light. It really is a fantastic phone to hold in the hand. It feels really, really premium. It's got great build quality, and it's got a superb screen, and it's got a lovely camera. It really is such a lovely premium phone. Now, premium does come with some drawbacks. Now, as you can see, it's extremely thin. Now, being extremely thin, it means it can't hold the biggest battery in the world. So it's got a 1600 milliamp battery, which is not the biggest, because it's quite a powerful phone, and it's not the biggest battery to have. Now, you can make it last longer by turning off your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and data. I would say if there's anything unnecessary, turn it off. You don't need it, it will last longer. Keep the brightness down, you'll last longer as well. I would say the average person, see, my father also has this phone. Now he says he gets 2 days out of it because he uses it just as a phone. My sister-in-law, she probably gets half a day, maybe a day out of it, but she's a regular social media user. She uses it quite a lot. But in these days, it's not uncommon for people to have to charge their phone sort of after 12 hours, 6 hours. It depends on how you use it, but it's not uncommon of people to go in and charge their phone at work. Now, people understand that even in McDonald's they do USB charging ports so you can charge your phone, so it's not uncommon. But saying that, you know, it is a really thin phone, the battery is smaller, so just bear that in mind. If you are going to buy this phone, the battery life is probably not the best I've seen, but it's not unusual. So if you can live with that, I can't recommend this phone enough. It really is a superb looking phone. It's great for everything smartphone wise. If you need dual SIM, it's got that dual SIM functionality as well, and it's got a superb camera. It's a great price. We're doing this at a great price, and you really can't go wrong with this phone. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you choose to buy this phone.